Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back once again. Josh McClinton here with another 3x3x3 presentation. Today, we're going fishing. Not really, but in our minds, figuratively, we're going fishing. And I'm going to talk about it in 3 steps because there's 3 choices you need to make if you go out fishing, especially if you go out dunking in the bay. And what do I mean by dunking? Dunking is when we put bait on a hook and we throw it out there. So when we get to our spot, we got to read the grounds. What kind of grounds is this? Is it rocky? Is it sandy? Is it deep water? Is it shallow water? I need to know this because that's going to determine where I place my cast. It's also going to determine what type of rig I throw, because I don't want to throw a rocky rig in a sandy bottom, and I don't want to throw a sandy rig in a rocky bottom. Very important because it's going to affect the way my bait is presented to the fish, and it's also going to impact whether or not I'm able to retrieve my line, because if I use the wrong setup, it could very easily get stuck on the rocks or just broken off completely. So first I need to read the grounds. Next, choose the bait. I gotta look inside my cooler and see what kind of bait do I have. Do I wanna run shrimp? Do I wanna run taco, Ica? Who knows? I'm going to choose my bait depending on what type of fish I think is in the area and depending on what type of water there is. If the water's moving real fast, I'm not going to use something that rips off easily. Even though that may be the bait I really want to use, I'm not going to do it. So you just need to take into consideration all the factors before you pick what bait you want to use. And it's a personal choice. It's a personal choice. But some of those factors, like I just mentioned, one is it going to stay on the hook? And then we just read the grounds, so we know what's around. So we're gonna choose our bait based on what type of fish we think is in the area. And then finally, making the cast. We read the grounds, we got our bait. Now we got to put it in the right spot. Do you want to cast it on the edge of the reef, in the deep water, out in the middle of the sand, closer to the shoreline, further away? And then even when you choose where to make the cast, you also have to think about, what if the fish bites and now you have to retrieve it? So you don't want to cast into a place that if the fish bites, now you have a difficult retrieval, a difficult battle up ahead of you. So there's a lot of factors there that go into making the cast as well. So once again, when we go fishing, we got 3 steps. When we get to our spot, we're going to read the grounds. Next, we're going to choose our bait. And last, we're going to make that cast and catch the big one. Good luck, guys.